60-second live. Hey, welcome, and then go into the interview.
Good job, guys. I love you, Kaden. Yes, sir.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome here to the Bob Devaney Sports Center for this morning's Class C1. For this morning's Class C1 state tournament action as the Wahoo Warriors get set to take on the Ogallala Indians here on Saunders County Online. Brian Abrahams and Tyler Chapelier with you in place of Austin McNorton, who you have been enjoying all season long. Austin actually had a chance to catch up with Coach Kevin Sheaf earlier this week, previewing this state tournament and specifically this morning's basketball game. We've got about 10 minutes before we tip things off, so we're going to jump right into that interview with Coach Sheaf. And once that's done, we'll come back here live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center and continue our pregame show. So why don't we cue up that interview with Coach Sheaf here on Saunders County Online.
For the Saunders County Online pregame show, I'm Austin McNorton, as here we go. It's a state tournament appearance once again for your Wahoo Warriors, as this morning, Wahoo taking on Ogallala in a battle of the 4-5 seed in Class C1. We are happily joined by Warrior basketball coach Kevin Sheaf, as he's been joining us all season long, previewing the matchup for Wahoo and all the good details that in store. But, Coach, how are we feeling making it back to another state tournament?
You know, we're super excited to be going down. Like always, the day before, you're feeling some nerves, but we're really fired up to get down there. I know the kids are excited. You know, they're ready to be done practicing. They're ready to start playing. So such an exciting time, and we never take it for granted. We're always excited to get this opportunity to play at state.
And Coach, this is your 8th trip to Lincoln in the last 10 years, but this one, and you talked to me a little bit after the Wayne game, after losing such an incredible senior class from last season's team who ended up being the number 1 seed in this tournament, to only having one returning starter this season and making it back. You mentioned that this group has been pretty special.
You know, it really has. You know, we definitely lost a ton of talent last year, you know, just Marcus back in the rotation. We've had to have a lot of guys come in that you don't know how they're going to react to bigger roles and how they do. But this group has handled everything thrown at them just really great, and they've been awesome to work with. They've been coachable. They've worked really hard. The chemistry's been good. There's been zero problems. It's just been a really, really fun year, and right now we just want to keep that going for a few more days.
Once again on the Saunders County Online pregame show, we're talking to Warrior basketball coach Kevin Sheaf, as Wahoo back in the state tournament once again, taking on Ogallala here on this Thursday morning. And Coach, going back to your Class C1 district final, you defeated Wayne on your home floor, and after the first quarter, you led 21-6, and you joined me after the game and said that was probably the best you guys have played all season long. How do you kind of carry that momentum into this morning?
Well, you hope to. You're never sure how that's going to work, but you know, the kids have practiced well leading up to it. Well, you know, but they're tired of practicing. They're ready to play, but they've done a really good job of staying with us and bringing good energy. And you know, we're just trying to build on the fact that we were really good our last time out, and we were really locked in defensively. We shared it well, and like always, those are two big keys. And if we can do those two things again tomorrow, and you know, hopefully through Friday and Saturday, we feel like a lot of good things are going to happen for us.
Now, Coach, one thing about this game today that I'm sure you try and keep out of your mind, but in some part it's probably in some people's back of their minds anyway. You lost in the first round. The last 2 years kind of got upset, quote unquote. I mean, Auburn made it to the state title game last year, but quote unquote upset. And so how do you try and keep that out of your mind of saying it's a new year, it's completely different, we got to go in one game at a time instead of trying to forget about, oh, we got upset the last 2 times we were here?
Obviously the last 2 years were very disappointing, and they were tough to take, and they will always haunt me a little bit. But this is this year, and this is this year's team. And we haven't talked about last year or the 2 years ago hardly at all. These kids don't have anything to, make up for. That's not their thing. This is their team. We just want them to be the very best that this team can be. And like I said, we've completely, erased that as much as we can from our memory, and we're just excited to go down and see what happens tomorrow.
And Coach, a great group of seniors on this team, Marcus Glock, especially the leader. How much do you rely on them in a game like this where your nerves are at an all-time high?
Oh, you rely on them a lot, and certainly Marcus has been through it, and he's been a part of these games where the others maybe haven't had as big a role. So, kind of like all year, we lean on him pretty heavily, but we have a lot of other guys that have stepped up and done a great job, and I know they're going to rise to the occasion and be ready to go tomorrow.
Once again on our Saunders County Online pregame show, we're talking to Warrior boys basketball coach Kevin Sheaf as Wahoo in the state tournament for the 8th time in the last 10 years. And Coach, wearing the blue jerseys, I know we talked about being the 1 seed the past couple of seasons and always kind of with your program and how historically successful they've been in this tournament, you're kind of always quoted as the hunted. Did you take any role of saying, all right, we are the underdogs? I mean, on paper, now we get to go be the hunters. Do you take any consideration into that as all?
Not really. I mean, I don't feel like, we're the favorite, but I don't feel like we're an underdog either. We feel like we've had a great year. We feel like we've put ourselves in a position to be successful. We have a really good opponent tomorrow in Ogallala, and they've had a great year too. And I think it's a really fun matchup. I think you're going to see both teams get up and down the floor, and hopefully the ball's going to go in the hoop, and hopefully we're going to be able to get some stops on our end. But we haven't looked at it as the underdog. We just want to show up, locked in, ready to go and do our best.
And Coach, you talked about this Indian squad. This is their 6th trip to the state tournament in the last 7 years, so they're very familiar as well. They've won a state title here recently, and so what have you guys kind of been preparing for this team out west?
We've watched a lot of film on them, and we've been talking about them for a week now. They're an excellent team. They really look to get out and go. Your transition D has got to be really good. They have a terrific sophomore in Sawyer Smith who does not look like a sophomore. He's put together. He's a strong kid. He can score in a lot of ways. They have a Rezak kid, 23, a lefty who just shoots it really, really well from outside. And so we've just been preparing for the sets they run and making sure our transition D is good and just trying to move the ball and make sure we get great open looks on offense.
And Coach, I know we've talked about it a lot and how valuable they've been to your team all season long. How much do you hope and know that a home crowd and a Wahoo faithful will be there for you tomorrow?
Yeah, we hope everybody comes out and is loud and gives us great support. And we've played Ogallala at state. We know they travel well too. So I just think it's going to be a really fun atmosphere. And yeah, we love our fans and our student section, and we hope that they get loud for us tomorrow.
Coach, we appreciate the time as always. Best of luck to you, and we hope to talk to you again as this tournament continues on.
Thanks a lot, Austin.
And welcome back here to the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Thanks to Austin and Coach Sheaf for that pre-game and pre-tournament preview. We've got just a few minutes really now left here before the starting lineups as they've cleared both teams off the floor. It's the Wahoo Warriors and the Ogallala Indians getting set to do battle here in the Class C1 Boys State Basketball Tournament. We'll step away for 30 seconds. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off here on Saunders County Online.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers. If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers. If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is...
They have played some pretty quality competition. They were the number 1 seed in the C111 sub-district. Ended up losing to Cozad in the sub-district final, and then defeated Conestoga. They defeated Conestoga 77-42 in the district final. Last year, they finished 3rd place. They defeated Central City in the first round. Then they lost to Ashland Greenwood in the semis and defeated Omaha Concordia in the consolation to finish in 3rd place. For Wahoo, their state tournament history is well documented. They've been here 8 times in the last 10 years, excluding 2016 and 2021. 20-5 this season with their losses coming to Norris, Crete, and Ashland Greenwood, all 3 of which are here in the state tournament. Norris and Crete in Class B, and Ashland Greenwood, the 2 seed in Class C1. Starters for the Warriors. Moving things right along here, it'll be Marcus Glock, 6'4" senior. He is their leading scorer. He's joined by Kyler Elliott, a 5'11" senior. Cody Hesser, a 6'4" sophomore. Dylan Simons, a 6'4" junior. And Eli Shada, a 6'3" sophomore. Kevin Sheaf is the head coach for the Warriors. For the Indians, they'll start with Sawyer Smith, a 6'2" sophomore. Caleb Castillo, a 6'2" senior. Jack Rezak is the 3rd starter. He is a 5'11" senior. Jaden Curtis, is the 4th starter. And Caden Rezak, a 6'2" senior, rounds out the starting lineup. Head coach for Ogallala is Andy Gillen. Let's hop over really quickly to Tyler Chapelier, who's helping me out here this morning. Tyler should have a pretty good ball game on deck.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 powerhouse traditional basketball Class C1 teams here. Ogallala headed up by Coach Andy Gillen, who was all but recruited to come back to Western Nebraska after he found quite a bit of high school success in Kansas. He's originally from Cozad and was lured back to Western Nebraska, like I said, once there was a coach vacancy. So since 2018, you can see Ogallala trending upwards, and here they are, find themselves the number 4 seed in the 2023-2024 state tournament. And of course, Wahoo, multiple state championships under their belt. So it should be a fantastic matchup here.
We are ready to get things started. Ogallala in the white uniforms, Wahoo wearing blue. The tip is won by the Indians. Ball brought into the front court. On the dribble with it is Sawyer Smith. On the right side wing, he'll hand it off. Now it's into the hands of Jackson Rizak. Back to Smith to the left side elbow. Now on the wing, three-pointer on the way is an air ball. Rebound taken down by the Warriors. Cody Hesser came out of there with it. Hesser into the front court. Now right side wing to Simons. Dylan Simons now left wing. This is Hesser with it down on the baseline. Skips it up high to Simons. Drives into the free throw line. Had the ball tipped away. Stolen by Ogallala. 1-on-2 the other way. The Indians drive it inside. Ball's loose on the baseline. Collected there by Castillo. Now into the corner. They'll slow things down as Caden Rizak has it. He'll dribble out on that left side wing. Guarded tightly by Dylan Simons. Now they will hand off. This is Jackson Rizak with it up high. Sawyer Smith, their leading scorer, had his dribble poked away and stolen. The other way with it is Kyler Elliott. 1-on-3, drives it in, puts it up and in. Pardon me, that's Dylan Simons with the layup. Simons with the first 2 of the ball game for the Warriors. Back the other way, shot no good by Rizak. Marcus Glock grabs the rebound. He will walk it into the front court. Glock averaging 23.7 points per game. They'll start the offense here from the top of the key. It's Dylan Simons. Now over to the left side wing. Three-pointer on the way. That's going to be right side of the rim. No good by Hesser. Offensive rebound try is missed there by Eli Shada. Back the other way come the Indians and putting it up and in. Maybe Sawyer Smith, his first 2 on a quick counter-attack there, and it's 2-2. 6:10 left to play here in the first. Dylan Simons on the dribble with it for the Warriors into the free throw lane. Almost lost it. Now he'll kick it out in the corner. That's Cody Hesser with it. Back around the perimeter, left side wing is Kyler Elliott. Drives in, jumper from the free throw line. That's off the back rim, no good. Sawyer Smith with the rebound for Ogallala. Into the front court again come the Indians. Three-pointer from the corner. That's off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound up high to Smith. He'll shoot the 3. Back rim, no. Glock with the defensive rebound. It's poked away. Indians are going to save it here on the near side. They'll keep the possession. Jack Rizak has it on the right wing. Now hands up high to Caden Rizak. Warriors man-to-man defense again going to work here as Cody Hesser picks up Rizak near the tip circle. Now left side to Smith. He'll drive to the right elbow, pulls up just inside of the free throw line. Shot no good. Nice rebound taken down by Dylan Simons. Simons will get it into the hands of Kyler Elliott. Now it's Glock. Pull up 3 from the left wing for Glock. Back rim, no. Rebound is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Ogallala. It'll be Wahoo basketball. Keegan Brigham and Jace Kaminsky will check in for the Warriors. 5:09 left to play here in the first. It's 2-2.
Yeah, and that was Marcus Glock's first shot of the game, so Ogallala doing a good job of keying on him.
Glock takes the inbounds on the right side wing. He'll drive into the free throw lane. Attack shot, no. And rebound is taken down by the Indians. Ogallala gets it up ahead to Smith. He'll skip it here to the near side to Rizak. That's Caden Rizak with it on the right side wing. Rizak puts the ball on the floor, drives into the middle of that Wahoo defense. Now it's Smith again with it. Jumper from the free throw line. No. Nice rebound again, taken down by Glock. Marcus Glock with a couple of rebounds here already. He'll start the fast break. And a travel going to be called on Dylan Simons. Tried to pick up his dribble and took too many steps into the game. For the Warriors will be Barrett LaValle, a 6'1" senior. He will check in place of Cody Hesser.
We talk a lot about Glock's offensive prowess, but he's second on the team with 144 rebounds as well.
Ogallala with the basketball as we approach the midway point here this first quarter. It's still 2-2. Three-pointer on the left side wing is good. Knocked down by Jaden Curtis. First 3 of the ball game for either team. Warriors trail at 5-2 as they bring it back into the front court. Dylan Simons. Before he could get a shot up, we're going to have our first foul of the game. Going to be whistled on number 2. That's Caleb Castillo. He picks up his first. Ogallala's first. Warriors will throw it in here on the near sideline. It's thrown in by Jace Kaminsky. Into the backcourt to Dylan Simons. Simons bounce pass near side to Brigham. All the way to Kaminsky on the left side wing in the corner. Kaminsky to the free throw line. Kicks it right side wing. Three-pointer is off the rim. No good. That time by Simons. Indians with another defensive rebound. Up ahead to Rizak. Stopped at the top of the key. Now put it back on the floor. And ball's going to be poked away. Knocked out of bounds. 3:49 left to play in the first quarter. It's 5-2. Ogallala with the lead here in a low-scoring first half of this first quarter. Caden Rizak will throw it in. Gets it into the corner. This is Jack Rizak with it. Ball's going to be poked into the backcourt. They'll say last touch by Wahoo, so Ogallala runs it down. They'll keep the possession. Castillo will drive inside. Shot blocked. Turned away by Dylan Simons. Collected by the Indians, though they keep the ball here in the offensive end. Out on the wing with it is Sawyer Smith. Picked out up there by Glock. Now around the perimeter. That's Castillo with it to the left side elbow. Back here to the near side on the right wing. Caleb Rizak, he'll drive into the basket. Shot is no good. It was blocked, but a foul is going to be called.
Yeah, no uncontested shots in this game so far, Brian. Great defense on both ends. We got a total of 7 points here, and we're over halfway through the first quarter.
The foul's on Keegan Brigham. It's his first. Rizak at the free throw line, shooting 2. He missed the first one. 3 minutes and 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's 5-2. Warriors' only basket so far belongs to Dylan Simons. One more free throw coming here for Rizak. The left-handed shooter misses that one as well. The rebound is controlled by the Warriors, taken down by Barrett LaValle. Long outlet pass up the floor to Cody Hesser, and now he will hand off to Jace Kaminsky to start the offense. All over here to the near side corner to Brigham. Back around the perimeter. This is Hesser with it. Now it's Glock. He'll drive into the free throw lane. Kicks it out on the corner in the wing. Shot no good that time by LaValle. Indians with the rebound. They'll move it quickly into the front court. Caden Rizak again, right side of the floor with it. He'll skip it up high. That's Ryan Gilmore for the first time. Gilmore back into the hands of Kane. Three-pointer, no. Warriors with a defensive board. Jace Kaminsky takes it out of there all the way. Euro step the other way. Shot good. Kaminsky with a nice attack to the basket. His first bucket of the game. It's 5-4. Ogallala leads it by 1. 2:25 left to play in the first quarter. Indians get it into the hands of Eden Kane. Out up high. And pass is going to be knocked away. It's going to be a foul, I think, called on Wahoo. Going to be whistled on Keaton Brigham. For Keegan, it is his second. For the team, it's their second. 2:21 left in the first quarter. Indians will throw it in from the baseline underneath their own basket. Ball thrown into Sawyer Smith. Guarded on the left wing by Glock. Smith puts it on the floor. Into the free throw lane. Now out on the wing. Three-pointer is up, no good. Smith with the rebound, however. It's poked away, stolen by the Warriors. Quick outlet the other way. Shot is up, no good there by Brigham. No foul called. Indians clear away the defensive glass. Brigham missed an opportunity to give his team the lead. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first. It's 5-4 Ogallala. Shot by Smith is no good from the free throw lane. Rebound offensive, put back up, that's no good, and Glock clears away the defensive glass. Marcus Glock still looking for his first bucket of the game. 2 points is up and good. Nice give and go there as Barrett LaValle lays it up and in. Warriors have their first lead, 6-5, 93 seconds left to play now here in the opening quarter. Ogallala slows things down on the offensive end. Gilmore with it up high. He'll drive inside. Shot is no good. Rebound cleared away again. This time by LaValle who got the board. He'll hand off to Glock. Marcus is going to walk it up to half court. Minute 15 left to play here in the first. Glock working to his left. Nice crossover dribble. Pulled up at the elbow. Kicked it out on the wing. Three-pointer short. No good. Tried there by Cody Hesser. The rebound for the Indians. And now a foul is going to be called. That's going to be whistled on Barrett LaValle as he tried to come up with a steal of a long outlet pass near the three-point line. LaValle picks up his first. It's the team's third. 1 minute left to play here in the first quarter. Fresh bodies into the game for the Warriors as Kyler Elliott returns, and so does Eli Shada. 6-5, low-scoring first quarter here. Ogallala with the basketball, Warriors with the lead. Under a minute now to play in the first. Ball comes into Sawyer Smith. Smith with a good crossover dribble, drives down the free throw lane. Ball's going to be poked out of his hands. They'll say last touch by Wahoo. It'll stay with Ogallala. Baseline inbound coming here. 54 seconds left. Smith will throw it in. He gets it in up high. This is Eden Kane with it. Kane hands it right back off to Smith. He's double teamed there. Good defense, and a foul is going to be called. That's going to be on Glock, trying to reach from behind for the steal. Marcus picks up his first. It's the team's fourth. So for the next 48 seconds, any foul on Wahoo will put Ogallala to the line to shoot two. Indians will inbound it. Once again, they get it into Sawyer Smith. The 6'2 sophomore picks up his dribble on the right side wing. Now they work it around the perimeter. Comes back to Smith. He's got it on the left elbow. Bounce pass is thrown out of bounds. Good pressure defense there by Wahoo. They force the turnover. 36 seconds left to play here in the first half. Tyler, let's see if the Warriors try to hold it for the final shot.
Well, I'm guessing with how aggressive each team's defense is being so far, Wahoo will probably try and hold it here, but we'll see.
Dylan Simons on the dribble just outside of the tip circle. Working with it there against Eden Kane. Simons now with 20. To his left, now he gets it to Cody Hesser. Right back to Simons. He'll drive down the free throw lane, puts it up and in. Good attack there by Dylan Simons. He's got 4 here in the first quarter. Warriors lead it 8-5. 6 seconds left here in the first. Indians try to get it up high. Pass is stolen away. Shot at the buzzer is no good. Nice steal there by Hesser. He puts it up, comes up short, but Ogallala the lead for the first half of the quarter. Wahoo stole it back, and they lead it 8-5 as we head to our first quarter break. Pardon me. We'll step away for 60 seconds. We'll be back with the second quarter here on Saunders County Online.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back.
Welcome back here once again to the Devaney Sports Center. Brian Abrahams and Tyler Chapelier with you as we start the second quarter. Wahoo leads it 8-5, low-scoring first quarter. Good defensive first quarter there for the Warriors. They'll put it inside into the hands of Simons. Puts it up off glass. That's no good. His offensive rebound is also short. Indians clear away the defensive glass. Both teams very aggressive, as Tyler said, on the defensive side of things in the early going here, as now Ogallala will try to slow things down. Sawyer Smith out up high near that volleyball spiking line. Pass cross court is tipped and stolen away. Warriors attack. Shot is up and good. Cody Hesser with the basket. I think it was poked away by Jace Kaminsky. Hesser with his first 2 of the game extends the Wahoo lead. It's 10-5. Just about 50 seconds gone here in the second.
Yeah, there's an awkward possession here for Ogallala the last couple times, really trying to slow things down, play keep away. And Wahoo's just all over him right now.
This Warriors man-to-man defense is wreaking havoc, almost coming away with another steal that time was Eli Shada. Indians able to slow things down and finally collected it. They'll drive inside, and a foul is going to be called on the Warriors. It'll be a shooting foul. Ogallala will head to the line, and it looks like Dylan Simons will be the guilty party. It's his first and the first for Wahoo here in the second quarter. That will put Sawyer Smith at the free throw line, shooting 2. His first one is no good. Sawyer Smith, a sophomore who averages just under 20 points per game, has only 2 so far. Marcus Glock returning for Wahoo.
When Sawyer Smith got the ball that time after Wahoo had almost stole it 2 times, he said enough of that and took it right to the hole.
Misses the first, makes the second. He's got 3 in the ball game now, and the Warriors' lead is 4. It's 10-6. Minute 15 gone here in the second. On the dribble with it is Elliott. Swings it to the right side. Now they tried to come back to him on the left side of the floor, and it was thrown over his head and out of bounds. Bit of an unforced error there for Wahoo. They'll give the basketball back.
Yeah, tough to tell if that was an errant throw or the receiver took the eye off the ball.
Sawyer Smith will bring it across the timeline for Ogallala. Right side wing to Jaden Curtis. Curtis up high to Castillo. Now they get it to the free throw line. That's Rizak with it. Back to Curtis. Now Rizak again out on that right side wing. It's Caden Rizak. Guarded tightly there by Hesser. Rizak working toward the middle of the floor, down into the lane. Nice pass to the baseline. Shot no good by Jackson Rizak. And the rebound controlled by Wahoo. They want to run all the way out up front. Shot no good. That time by Elliott. A foul is going to be called. Tyler, every time Wahoo gets a defensive board, they're clearly looking to push the tempo.
Yeah, I was going to say, just looking out here, it looks like Ogallala really is gassed a little bit, and that I'm sure plays into Wahoo's game plan here, get you up and down the floor. And you can tell anytime Ogallala gets the ball, they're trying to slow things down, catch their breath.
Eli Shada with a bucket on the beautiful set play on the inbound. Got it right underneath and put it up and in. Shada's first 2. Wahoo has doubled up Ogallala here. It's 12-6. The foul, by the way, was called on Jack Rizak. It's his first. 2 minutes gone by here in this second quarter. Warriors with the 6-point lead. Rizak on the right side wing with it for Ogallala. Now he'll hand off to Smith, working to his right, down into the corner. 3-pointer on the way. That's long, no good by Caden Rizak, and a foul's called on the rebound. That's going to go against Ogallala. Good defensive board taken away there by Dylan Simons. Foul's going to be called on Jaden Curtis. Excuse me, Tyler. It is his first and the team's second.
Now I was going to say, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt there. Caden Rizak, the last guy attempted on that 3-pointer. He's the leading or one of the leading scorers, 17.7 points a game. Not on the board quite yet here, so Ogallala takes a timeout here.
That's right. It's a full timeout here for Ogallala. 5:31 left to play in the first half. Warriors up 12-6. We'll step away for 30 seconds. We'll be back on Saunders County Online.
Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you. Ott Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas.
Welcome back here once again to the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Class C1 quarterfinals. Wahoo taking on Ogallala. Warriors lead it 12-6. Early on here in this second quarter, 5.5 minutes left to play as the Warriors have the basketball. Keegan Brigham will bring it across the timeline. Left side wing to Dylan Simons. Now it's Kaminsky with it, back around the perimeter. Simons over in the right side corner. He'll drive into the middle, try to get it to Glock inside. Ball's poked away and stolen. Ogallala to the other end. Simons got a hand on it and came away with another steal. Ball's loose, and let's see if we'll get the tie-up arrow, and we do. Boy, good hustle there by Dylan Simons. After the errant pass, he got all the way back defensively, got the ball back for his ball club, or at least prevented a layup. It will be Ogallala basketball on the alternating arrow.
Yeah, Dylan Simons been all over the place so far, leading Wahoo with points, rebounds. He's all over the place.
Eden Kane will throw it in for the Indians. He gets it into Rylan Gilmore. Looking from now the top of the key. Gilmore has it. He'll move out in between the circles. Working to his right there, guarded tightly by Kaminsky. Now it's down on the baseline, knocked out of bounds by Glock. Again, this man-to-man defense that we have seen so far here for the entire first half by Wahoo, Tyler, is really causing problems for Ogallala.
Yeah, Wahoo's kind of reading their passes and knocking all these out of bounds here. Good work by the Wahoo Warriors defense.
Gilmore gets it into Sawyer Smith. Now it's Rezak with it. Back to Smith. He'll drive to the block. His shot is no good. Actually, it was blocked, but a foul is going to be called on Wahoo. It's going to send Sawyer Smith back to the free throw line. We'll see who the guilty party is. Going to be called on Barrett LaValle. It's his second. It's the team's second here in the second quarter. Sawyer Smith at the line for Ogallala. He'll shoot 2. First one is good. He's got 4 points now here in the first half. That makes the score 12-7. Wahoo with the lead. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the half. Second free throw is also good. Smith has now hit his last 3 from the free throw line.
Wahoo's been playing excellent defense. They've got to find a way here to stretch this lead a little bit.
Got to give Ogallala credit. They have held Wahoo's leading scorer, Marcus Glock, scoreless so far. He's got the ball right now on the right side wing. Drives into the middle. They move it around the perimeter. Three-pointer is no good by Brigham. Rebound controlled by Ogallala. Sawyer Smith will bring it across the timeline. Warriors double team him there. He gets rid of it, but it's taken away. Good hands there by Brigham, and a foul is going to be called in the backcourt on the Indians. It's going to be on Aiden Kane, his first, the team's third. Back into the game for Wahoo will be Cody Hesser, and he will take the place of Dylan Simons for the moment. Now bringing it into the front court is Keegan Brigham. Approaching the midway point of this second quarter. Ball down inside there on the baseline to Kaminsky. Now it's Brigham with a shot fake, and he traveled with it.
Oh, wow.
Got his defender up in the air and then went to attack the basket. The official called a walk.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see the travel call coming there, Brian.
12-8. Now 4 minutes left to play in the first half. Ogallala will bring it across the timeline. Warriors have switched it now, Tyler, to a 1-3-1 defense here. Try to mix things up for Ogallala. See if they can't continue to confuse the Indians on the offensive side of things. And they force a turnover. Good hands by Cody Hesser as he swiped that pass away. Now up ahead to Kaminsky. Kaminsky with it on the right wing. Now it's Hesser with it at the top of the key. He'll drive all the way down the lane. Left-hand shot's good. Cody Hesser with his second bucket of the quarter. He's got 4 in the game. The lead for Wahoo is 6. It's 14-8. 3:25 left to play, and Hesser almost came away with another steal. He stepped on the sideline here right in front of us, Tyler, but this defense continuing to cause problems.
Yeah, Wahoo doing a good job of pushing Ogallala to the edges along the baseline and not really giving them a lot of room to operate.
Indians will throw it in. They get it in right in front of us here. It's Sawyer Smith with it. Wahoo staying in that 1-3-1 defense with Hesser at the top. Ball's worked around the perimeter. Back to Smith over on the right side wing. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Hesser up high for the rebound, and he's fouled as he came down with it. Wahoo has really done a nice job too, Tyler, on the defensive glass, not allowing second chance opportunities. Mario Bush is called for the foul. It's his first. It's the team's 4th. With 3:09 left to play in the half, Wahoo will shoot free throws the rest of the way.
Cody Hesser comes in replacing Dylan Simons and picks up right where Simons left off, just causing mayhem out there for Ogallala.
Now he'll bring it across the timeline. Hesser will, all the way down the free throw lane. He attacks, shot no good. Rebound came down to him. He thought about the 3 from the corner. Instead, they'll skip it around the perimeter. Three-pointer from the left side. That's off the rim. No good. A foul called on the offensive rebound try. I think they're going to get Hesser perhaps with a push in the back. Nope, pardon me, it's on LaValle, and it'll be his 3rd and the team's 3rd as well. We'll see if they get LaValle out of the game, and they do. He's quickly replaced by Dylan Simons. 2:49 left in the half. Wahoo leading it 14-8. Still a very low-scoring first half.
Wahoo getting plenty of open looks. Just not able to connect on a lot of these. They really need to go on a little bit of a run here before the half.
Sawyer Smith with it out up high for Ogallala. Left side of the floor to Rezak. Now they work it around the perimeter in the corner. Three-pointer try is no good. Offensive rebound, though, collected by Ogallala. Rezak will try the 3. That's good. Caden Rezak with his first bucket of the ball game. Cuts the Warriors' lead in half. It's 14-11. 2:18 left to play here in quarter number 2. Right side wing with it is Brigham. Down into the corner. That's Hesser with it on the right side of the floor. Foul called away from the ball on Ogallala. It's going to be whistled on Eden Kane. His second. It's the team's fifth. That's going to send Marcus Glock to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. He's the best free throw shooter on their team, one of the highest volume free throw shooters in the state of Nebraska this year. First one is good. He shoots it at about an 88% clip. That's the first point of the ball game.
Actually,
for the Warriors' leading scorer.
So sorry, Brian. He leads the all-state Nebraska, all classes in free throws made. I believe that would make number 170 on the season.
And he hits the second one as well. So Glock gets them both. Back to a 5-point lead for Wahoo, 16-11. 2:05 left to play here in the first half. Warriors stay, and then that 1-3-1, and Glock's going to get a steal. Marcus takes it the other way, puts it up and in. First bucket of the ball game off the steal and the layup for Marcus Glock. Lead is 7 now for Wahoo. That's their largest lead with 1:50 left to play in the first half. Ogallala having trouble finding a way to penetrate this 1-3-1 extended defense here for Wahoo. Now they'll get it down into the corner, and another steal. A bounce pass taken away by Kaminsky. Got it into the hands of Glock. Marcus will bring it across the timeline, drives all the way down to the block, puts a shot up, no good. Tried to draw contact, no foul called. Sawyer Smith with the rebound, trying to hurry to the other end before the Warriors can set up their 1-3-1. Three-pointer on the way by Rizak is no good. Glock with the board. He's double-teamed underneath the basket. Ball's knocked away and out of bounds, last touched by Ogallala off the hands of Caleb Castillo. 1:13 to play in the half. It'll be Wahoo basketball.
Yeah, Rizak realizing after he knocked down that three-pointer last time down the court, I need to take another one once I get an open opportunity, because Ogallala is not getting a lot of open looks.
Eli Shada and Kyler Elliott checking back into the game for Wahoo. Warriors basketball, 18-11, Wahoo in front. Dylan Simons brings it across the timeline. Left side wing to Hesser. Cody Burks to the middle of the floor, a little pick and roll with Glock, dumped it down underneath. Marcus puts it up and in from that left side block. Consecutive baskets for Marcus Glock. It's now 20-11, Wahoo in front by 9. 50 seconds to play here in the first half.
Glock fighting through the contact in the air and able to find enough body control to put that ball in the hoop. That was a fantastic play by Glock. Indians
working the ball around the perimeter here against this Wahoo 1-3-1 defense, and now a dribble poked out of bounds, but they're going to say last touch by Sawyer Smith. It'll be Wahoo basketball with just under 40 seconds to play in the half. Wahoo's 1-3-1 defense has really slowed down the Ogallala offense. Certainly their man-to-man defense was also giving them trouble. When they switched to the 1-3-1, Ogallala almost sort of went to a stall game offensively. They have only one basket here in this second quarter, and now Wahoo's going to try and hold it for the final shot, it appears. 15 seconds left in the half. Simons with it out up high. He'll hand off to Glock near midcourt. Marcus Glock with 10 seconds left. Crossover dribble, a pull-up three-pointer. He's fouled. He's going to get 3 free throws. That one didn't find the bottom of the net, but Marcus Glock is going to go to the line where he'll shoot 3. The foul's called on Jaden Curtis. It is his second and the team's 6th.
Yeah, that's a tough foul. If you're an Ogallala fan, there are 3 free throws for the state's leading free throw shooter right before halftime here.
First one is good, but it was the right call. You could see that Curtis did get Glock on the left elbow, and of course Marcus is a left-handed shooter for those who are not familiar with Wahoo's game. He got the first one to go. Second free throw is also good. So Marcus had a very slow start to this ball game, but suddenly he's got 8 points, all of them in about the last 2 to 3 minutes of game time, maybe less than that.
Yeah, all here in the second quarter, certainly.
5.9 seconds left here. The third one for Glock is also good. So he gets all 3. And they're going to take him out. Back into the game is Jace Kaminsky. 6 seconds left. Wahoo leads it 23-11. See if Ogallala can get something to go here before the end of the half. Rizak, top of the key, defended well. He'll fire a 3 at the buzzer. Off the rim, no good. And Wahoo, after a slow start, is going to lead Ogallala as we head into our halftime break by 12 points. It's Wahoo 23 and Ogallala 11. We're going to step away for a few minutes. We'll turn it over to our sponsors. We'll total up some first half stats. We'll come back to recap the first half here on Saunders County Online.
South Haven Living Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online, southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven Living Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online, southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven Living
Propane,
Center.
oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc., serving for 60 years thanks to
Wahoo
you.
State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC. Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC. Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC. Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club.
We want to say thank you to the Hoops family and RDH Trucking for being sponsors of DC West Athletics, activities, and the Booster Club. DC West athletes and their families appreciate the support of the Hoops family and RDH Trucking. Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com. Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com. Smart Freight Funding Contracting of Waterloo is a proud sponsor of DC West sports activities and the Booster Club. TDH Contracting of Waterloo is one of many talented local contractors and exterior renovating builders here in the Metro. You can find details about their process at tdhcontracting.com. We want to say thank you to Walford Excavating and Grading for being sponsors of DC West sports activities and the Booster Club. Walford Excavating and Grading, where they make dirt look good. And if you have dirt that needs to be improved, contact them at 402-699-2049.
Travel, work your own way. One Staff, humble, independently owned travel, nurse, and allied healthcare recruiting agency founded in 2010 with the goal to have more personal touch on the travelers they work for and the employees they hire to work with. Find more about them at onestaffmedical.com and thank them for being sponsors of DC West. Travel, work your own way.
Wahoo leading Ogallala 23-11. It was a slow start for the Warriors. They led 8-5 after the end of the first quarter. In fact, trailed for a fairly sizable portion of that first quarter. Their defense continued to keep their foot on the throat, if you will, of the Indians' offense. And the offense for Wahoo really kind of started to pick things up there toward the middle of that second quarter. Marcus Glock certainly got things going and got himself to the free throw line, Tyler. And sometimes when you are a scorer, that just helps, right? You see the ball go in, and they did a good job getting Glock the ball in good spots. So he leads the way for Wahoo with 9 points. But the Warriors have had contributions from 4 other players. Cody Hesser has 4, and so does Dylan Simons. Jace Kaminsky with 2 points, Eli Shada with 2 points, and Barrett LaValle with 2 points. Wahoo scored 8 in the first quarter. As I said, they scored 15 in that second quarter. And for Ogallala, just 3 players so far in the book. Sawyer Smith leads the way. He's got 5 points. He made a 2-pointer, and he's 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. Jaden Curtis made a 3 in the first quarter, and Caden Rizak had a 3 in the second quarter. That was the only basket that Ogallala made in the second quarter. As I said, the Wahoo defense, which was man-to-man for a good portion of that first half, then switched to the 1-3-1 zone and just really, I don't want to say it confused Ogallala, but I think it just gave them, really bothered them the way, Wahoo is long. They put, very long arms at the top and on the wings there. You can't just lob a pass over top of them. It just really takes you out of your rhythm.
Yeah, Ogallala had just come out of a timeout, I think, to adjust offensively against Wahoo's man-to-man half-court pressure down here, and then they come out now 1-3-1. So kind of a different look thrown at Ogallala, and really the same result for Wahoo. Ogallala struggling very hard to find any real open good looks. That's why you saw Caden Rizak there towards the end of the second quarter take some quick fired shots there, even though that really wasn't the design play. He just realized we're not getting a lot of open looks. I've got one, I'm going to take one here. So, kudos to Wahoo's defense. And then I think that kind of bled into their offense, as you were saying there in the second quarter. They really started to pick up the scoring, because I had mentioned at one point, Wahoo's defense is doing great, but they've only got a 4-point lead here so far. I think Wahoo's defense gassed Ogallala there in the first half, and then that bled into Ogallala's defense. And then all of a sudden they weren't scoring on the offensive side, and Wahoo was coming down and just continuing to put the pressure on them by playing, high-pace basketball.
It's interesting that, just a note here, Wahoo didn't make a 3-pointer in that first half. All of their work was inside of the arc or at the free throw line. And certainly they seem to be more than content to put the ball on the deck and drive it to the basket, getting certainly contested layup tries or getting themselves to the free throw line. I would expect that we would see probably a lot of the same in the second half. Certainly if you're Wahoo, you got a 12-point lead. There's no reason to change what you were doing. The focus more than likely will be on the defensive end. The good news for the Warriors is they're in pretty good shape as far as fouls are concerned. Barrett LaValle, the only player who has anything really to be concerned about. He's got 3. Keegan Brigham, has 2. Nobody else has more than 1. So the way that Wahoo can aggressively play defense and aggressively attack the glass, both offensively and defensively, they should be able to do that again here in the second half.
Yeah, I think you expect to see a lot of the same from Wahoo in terms of just play lockdown defense and take those high percentage shots on the offensive side by dominating the boards. And Ogallala, I don't know exactly what to expect. I know down by 12, you only scored 11 in the first half. Not sure exactly what to expect here, Brian. I know they'll, I'm sure, try to adjust to Wahoo's smothering defense here, but don't know if that'll look like more 3-point shots or set run plays. Try to get those high percentage layups, but it should be a fantastic second half here, as obviously it's do or die for both teams.
Yep, we've got about 3 minutes left in our halftime break, so why don't we send it back to commercial one last time. When we come back, we'll be ready for the start of the third quarter. Wahoo leading Ogallala here at the C1 State Tournament 23-11. Back in a couple of minutes on Saunders County Online.
Porky Butts Barbecue at 15475 Ruggles Street, Omaha is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports, Activities, and the Booster Club. We want to say thank you for their support. And if you're looking for good barbecue, it's Omaha's best barbecue. It's stupid good. You can order online or talk about catering by going to porkybuttsbbq.com. Porky Butts Barbecue at 15475 TDH Contracting of Waterloo is a proud sponsor of DC West sports activities and the Booster Club. TDH Contracting of Waterloo is one of many talented local contractors and exterior renovating builders here in the metro. You can find details about their process at tdhcontracting.com. TDH Contracting.
Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers. If you're looking for
public schools, all you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior Card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The outcome of a legal case can have long-lasting ramifications on your finances, quality of life, and community standing. Choosing the right law firm to represent your interests and your rights is of the utmost importance. The law offices of Brome, Lindell, Freeman County, and Gloucester traces its history of providing legal services to residents of eastern Nebraska back to 1893. So give us a call at 402-443-3225 or stop into our office in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today. The outcome of a legal case can have long-lasting ramifications.
Welcome back here once again to Saunders County Online. We're ready to start the second half really quickly. We just want to give a shout out. Austin McNorton, who is the gentleman you've been listening to all season long here in Saunders County Online, unfortunately couldn't be with us here this morning, Tyler, but he's where he's supposed to be as he and his wife are expecting twins today. So, Austin, good luck. We wish you could be here, but you're in the right spot. Good luck to you and your beautiful bride.
That's right, and it's too bad Austin truly is one of the biggest Wahoo Warrior followers and fans there are.
Absolutely, absolutely. 23-11 your score as we get ready to start the third quarter. It'll be Wahoo basketball, starters on the floor for both teams. And the Warriors will go to work. Inbounds comes into Kyler Elliott. Elliott up high to Glock at the top of the key. Now around the perimeter. It's back to Elliott in the right side corner. Now Hesser with it. He finds Glock over on the left side wing. Marcus guarded outside of that three-point line. Bounces it inside. Spin move, shot up, no good by Elliott. Ball was stripped away. Taken out of there by Sawyer Smith. The sophomore into the front court. He'll pull up for three. That's off the rim, no good. Glock with the rebound, and he's fouled. Ogallala being very aggressive, Tyler, here, just like we saw at the end of the first half. Wahoo's going to have to be strong with the basketball. The foul's going to be called on Caleb Castillo. It's his second. It's the team's first. A little full court pressure here from the Indians. Now they back it off as the inbounds comes into Elliott. He brings it across the timeline. Swings it over to the left side corner to Shada. Now quickly it's around the perimeter. Elliott again. He'll drive to the right block, picks up his dribble. Up high to Shada into the lane. Got rid of it before he knocked over a couple of players. Elliott will shoot the three. That's off the rim, no good. Nice rebound by Simon. Still being knocked around over there. The Warriors grab it. It's Elliott with it. Now right side wing. Simons for three. Back rim, no good. Warriors still looking for their first three-point basket of the game. Smith comes out of there with it, but his dribble is poked away from behind. Wahoo's got it. Up ahead to Glock. He'll attack the left side. Shots up and good. Marcus Glock with a two-point basket. He's in double figures with 11. 25-11 now your score. Wahoo in front. Three-pointer on the other end for Ogallala. Misses everything. Offensive rebound, though. They'll attack again. Shot blocked from behind. Jack Rizak on the drive. It's going to be headed to the free throw line. The foul is going to be called on Eli Shada. It'll be his first. It's the team's first. And that will send Jack Rizak to the free throw line for the Indians. He'll shoot two.
Yeah, that was a close one. Looked like maybe it was a clean block from behind. Just optics looked bad.
Shada misses the front end here. He's got one more coming. It's been a while since Ogallala has scored. We've played a minute and a half already here in the third quarter, and they went scoreless for quite a while at the end of that second quarter. And now the drought is over as Rizak gets the free throw to go. That makes it 25-12. Wahoo in front by 13. Warriors with the ball. On the right side wing with it is Hester. He'll drive down the free throw lane. Left side block shot, no good. And a travel is going to be called as Caden Rizak came down with the basketball, sort of lost his footing. I'm not sure if he landed on the foot of a Warrior or not, but fell to the floor. And the official called the walk.
Yeah, that's a tough one, but I guess by rule, the referee is right there standing right next to him.
Dylan Simons gets it in for the Warriors from the baseline. Now it's Elliott with it. He'll attack. Bounce pass over to the right side corner back to Simons. He's going to be fouled, pardon me, as he put it on the floor. Dylan Simons draws the foul on Caleb Castillo. That's his third, team's second here in the third quarter. Simons will throw it in again here on the sideline right in front of us. Simons gets it into Elliott. Elliott will attack left side. Hands off over there to Hesser. In the corner, now up high to Simons at the top of the key. Right side wing to Glock. Now down inside Shada. He'll attack baseline. Shot no good. Defensive rebound again taken away by Ogallala. They've shut down the Wahoo offense here in the second half so far. Just haven't been able to get anything going offensively. And there's a three-pointer knocked down by Jaden Curtis, his second three of the ball game. 10-point lead for Wahoo now, 25-15, 5:35 left to play in the third.
Curtis, their number one three-point shooting player on the team's got to get rolling here in the second half if Ogallala wants a chance.
Elliott with it over in the corner, now to Glock, now up high. This is Hesser with it, into the corner. Three-pointer is good, knocked down by Dylan Simons. The first three of the ball game for Wahoo. Back the other way is Smith. Ball is kicked out of bounds, and they'll say Sawyer Smith dribbled it off his own foot. Another turnover forced by Wahoo. Warriors with a 13-point lead will send some fresh bodies into the game as Jace Kaminsky checks in, and so does Keegan Brigham. Ball comes into Kaminsky in the backcourt. He'll bring it up to the timeline. Kaminsky, the sophomore, bounce pass here to the near side to Simons. He lost his dribble and taken away by Ogallala. To the other end, left-hand runner is no good by Caleb Castillo, but he's fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. I think Brigham will be the guilty party. That is his third. It's the second team foul for Wahoo here in the second half. Caleb Castillo for the first time in the ball game. At the line, he'll shoot two. The first one's good. It's his first point of the morning. Barrett LaValle checking back in for Wahoo. He's got three personals. Comes in place of Cody Hesser. Second free throw for Castillo is good, so he gets them both. Trims the Wahoo lead to 11, 28-17. Glock will bring it up to half court for Wahoo. Marcus to his left. He'll drive all the way inside. That's going to be a charge. Glock ran over, I think it was Caden Rizak that he ran into. Rizak did a good job standing still. Marcus picks up his second personal. It's the third team foul for Wahoo. About 4:45 left to play here in the third quarter. Ogallala gets the basketball back, trying to trim this down to single digits on this possession. Rizak to Smith. Warriors in his own defense here. Three-pointer for Rizak is short, no good. Glock has the rebound. I believe he's going to be fouled underneath. Not a lot of flow to the game here so far in this second half, Tyler, with all these whistles and fouls. I think they may have gotten that on Castillo. That's his fourth.
Yeah, I was going to say, as well as Ogallala's come out and played defensively here, they've really only gained 1 point of ground here in the third quarter. We're almost halfway through.
They will leave Castillo in the ball game with 4 personal fouls. Still 4.5 minutes left to play in the third. Let's see if the Warriors are able to pick up on that if they try to attack him. Ball over on the left side wing to Kaminsky. Now up high at Simons with it in between the circles. Now Kaminsky, right side, three-pointer. That's long, no good. And the rebound is controlled by Ogallala. Indians will bring it into the front court. It's Curtis with it. He'll shoot the three. That's good. Jaden Curtis with his third three-pointer of the ballgame. Tyler, you mentioned he's their best three-point shooter, and now a turnover by Wahoo as Simons double dribbled with it coming across half court. Kevin Sheaf wants a timeout. 3:47 left to play here in the third quarter. Wahoo's lead is trimmed to 8. It's 28-20. Back in 30 seconds on Saunders
Medicine
County.
Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo. At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their families.
Welcome back here again to Saunders County Online from the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Brian Abrahams and Tyler Chapelier with you. 3:47 left to play in the third quarter. Wahoo leading Ogallala in this 4-5 matchup. It's 28-20. Ogallala, though, has made some progress here, Tyler. They've got it down to 8 points, and they've got the basketball.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll see what kind of spirits Ogallala is here. They are starting to get a little momentum there before timeout. Obviously, smart move by a head coach there at Wahoo to take the timeout, cool them off.
Warriors come out in their 1-3-1 defense here. This really slowed Ogallala down in the first half, especially in the middle part of that second quarter. So far, Indian just moving the ball around the perimeter, trying to figure out where to attack. Up high with it is Rizak. Skips it to the right side of Wayne. Castillo will shoot the three. That's good. So Caleb Castillo makes this a 5-point game. It's 28-23 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, big three-pointer there for Ogallala. That's 2 three-pointers in a row now they've knocked down.
Marcus Glock with it on the wing for Wahoo. Foul's going to be called on Ogallala. Trying to get around the screen was Jaden Curtis. He picks up his third. That's the team's fourth. Personal fouls are starting to become an issue for Ogallala with Castillo and having 4 and Jaden Curtis with 3. Warriors get the ball inbound. It's Hesser with it out near midcourt. He'll hand off to Glock. Glock working to his left, all the way down inside. Runner is no good. Offensive rebound is put back up and in by Cody Hesser. Warriors lead is back to 7, 30-23. Three-pointer on the other end is good. Knocked down by Jack Rizak. The fourth three-pointer of the quarter for Ogallala, excuse me.
Yeah.
And Marcus Glock having trouble getting the ball inbound, Tyler. He's going to have to call a timeout. 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to play in the third. It's a full timeout. Warriors lead is down to 4, 30-26. We're back in 30 seconds here on Saunders County Online.
Wow.
Everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo. At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found.
Welcome back. 2:26 left to play in the third quarter. Wahoo had a double-digit lead early on in this quarter. In fact, took a double-digit lead into halftime, and Ogallala has started heating up from the outside. They've made 4 three-pointers here in about the last 2 minutes, and they've trimmed it down to a 30-26 ball game. Full court pressure here by the Indians. Warriors will get it across half court. Ball's going to be dumped down inside and stolen away. Coming out of there is Caleb Castillo with the steal. And now Ogallala again trying to chip away at this Wahoo lead. Smith with it over on the wing. He'll dump it down inside. A whistle, I think, and a push is going to be called on Wahoo. That's going to go on Keegan Brigham, Tyler. That's his fourth.
You can really feel the momentum building here for Ogallala. The fans on that side standing up, getting louder. We'll see if Wahoo can handle this surge by Ogallala and regain control of this quarter here.
Kyler Elliott, Dylan Simons, and Eli Shada all checking in for Wahoo. Ball comes inside. Rezak shot no good. Shada secures the defensive rebound. Well, I'm surprised Castillo's being so aggressive in the backcourt there. We're going to get a foul. He's got 4 fouls. It's not going to be on Castillo. This will be on Sawyer Smith, I believe, and Marcus Glock is headed to the free throw line. But every time, Tyler, Wahoo gets a defensive rebound, the Indians are in there slapping at it, trying to knock it away.
Yeah, they really are, and that's just going to lend itself to more fouls being called, and you're just going to have to be okay with that if you're Ogallala, knowing I'm just going to have to play aggressive no matter the cost. 2
big free throws coming here for Marcus Glock. First one is no good. He's now 5 out of 6 from the free throw line here in the ball game.
That's a rare miss by Glock, almost 90% on the season.
And the 6'4" senior will shoot one more. That one's good. So he gets 1 out of 2. Warriors lead is up to 5, 31-26. Ogallala with the basketball. Man-to-man defense for Wahoo here on this trip. Driving down inside with it. Shot blocked was Curtis. His shot was turned away. Bodies on the floor. Jump ball is going to be called, and that will be Ogallala basketball.
I like the referees are letting them play a little bit on these loose balls.
Wahoo always does a good job being around loose balls and really the defensive and offensive glass. It's a trademark really that I've seen for many, many years, and today is no exception. Inbounds is going to be taken away. Glock on the floor, another jump ball. Now it's going to be Wahoo basketball, Tyler. They forced a sort of a tipped pass on the inbounds, and then the scrum on the floor, and Warriors are going to get it back.
The last 2 plays combined, I would say 10 bodies on the floor. Can you tell both these teams want it real bad?
Absolutely. Minute 31 left to play in this third quarter. Full court pressure from Ogallala. Inbounds passes tipped, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Warriors, but not giving anything easy as Cody Hesser is throwing it in right in front of the Ogallala bench. And in that corner, it's not exactly an easy spot to get it in. His pass is going to be tipped and almost stolen away. Once again, Tyler, it's knocked out of bounds by Ogallala, and the Warriors having trouble getting it inbounds here against this man-to-man pressure. Looks like they've changed it up. Dylan Simons now will handle the inbounds. He's able to get it into Kyler Elliott. Elliott breaks the press. He'll attack the rim on the other end, puts it up and in. First basket of the ball game for Elliott, and a good take there. Makes it a 7-point lead, 33-26. Minute 15 left to play in the third. Ogallala gets it inside to Smith. Now back outside, 3-pointer. That's short, no good. Rebound controlled by the Warriors. Marcus Glock has it. Pressured in the backcourt. Still being knocked around, and another foul is going to be called. Boy, Ogallala, Tyler, continues to be aggressive. 80 feet from their own, from Wahoo's basket. It's going to be a foul called on Jaden Curtis. He picks up his 4th. Sorry about that.
No, I'm sorry, Brian. I thought that was going to be his 5th. By the way, he was disagreeing with that one to the ref, I thought. But you are correct, only his 4th.
Yeah, he was demonstrating some frustration with the call by the official to the officials. Glock hits the first free throw. Jaden Curtis has 4 personals. Caleb Castillo also playing with 4 personals. Actually, Curtis just checked out of the ball game. He's replaced by Rylan Gilmore. Glock made the first free throw. We're going to get one more sub into the ball game, and now they'll remove Caleb Castillo. Glock getting set to attempt a second free throw here. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Marcus gets the second one as well. 9-point lead for Wahoo. It's 35-26. Smith on the attack for Ogallala, and a blocking foul is going to be called against the Warriors over on that far sideline. It's on Eli Shada. It's his 2nd. It's the team's 5th, so now Ogallala will head to the free throw line. to shoot 2. It'll be Sawyer Smith shooting.
Wahoo has done a good job of kind of slowing Ogallala down here a little bit and getting a few more points on that lead. Back up to 9 here.
Smith hits the first free throw. He's got 1 basket in this ball game, and now he's got 4 free throws. 6 points for Sawyer Smith, their leading scorer. Second free throw is also good. Makes it 35-28. Warriors will get it into Glock. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Glock working against Rizak as he gets it across half court. Now to Simons. Into the right side corner with it is Hesser. Back up high to Simons in between the circles. He'll hand back off to Marcus Glock near the tip circle. Working there against Eden Kane. Glock bounces it over on the far side of wing to Elliott. 30 seconds left. Now up high again with it is Simons. Wahoo holding on to the basketball, trying to work for the final shot of the quarter. It's Glock with it out near midcourt. 15 left. Marcus Glock guarded by Sawyer Smith. Glock to his right. Smith has his hands on him. Glock drives into the free throw lane. Shot no. Rebound is tipped around and controlled by Ogallala. 3 seconds left. Rizak's going to heave it at the buzzer. In and out, no good. Got a good look at it, couldn't get it to fall. Your score at the end of 3, it's Wahoo 35 and Ogallala 28. The Warriors will take a 7-point lead into the fourth quarter. We'll step away for 60 seconds. We'll be back on Saunders County Online.
We want to say thank you to the Hoops family and RDH Trucking for being sponsors of DC West Athletics, Activities, and the Booster Club. DC West athletes and their families appreciate the support of the Hoops family and RDH Trucking. Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com. Smart Freight Funding Contracting of Waterloo is a proud sponsor of DC West sports activities and the Booster Club. TDH Contracting of Waterloo is one of many talented local contractors and exterior renovating builders here in the Metro. You can find details about their process at tdhcontracting.com.
Ready?
Yeah. Welcome back here once again to the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Fourth quarter ready to begin. It's 35-28. Wahoo leading Ogallala. Ogallala will start with the basketball. They get it into Sawyer Smith. Man-to-man defense for Wahoo to start the quarter. Smith dumps it to Rizak on the left wing. Now back up high to Smith. Down into the corner. That's Jack Rizak with it. Bounces it to Caden Rizak. Rizak at the top of the key, driving into the free throw lane. His bounce pass is tipped, controlled again by Ogallala. Jaden Curtis with it, playing with 4 fouls. Hands off to Smith. He'll attack to the elbow. Now he's double teamed, looking for some help. Kicks it back out. This is Caden Rizak with it. Around the perimeter to Curtis, back to Rizak. Caden Rizak attacking into the free throw lane. His dribble is poked away. It's loose on the floor. Rizak got out of there with it. Jack Rizak will try the 3. That's off the rim, no good. Smith with the offensive board. His shot is blocked, but a foul is going to be called. That's going to send Sawyer Smith to the free throw line. Fouls on Dylan Simons. His second personal and the team's first here in the fourth quarter. That'll put Sawyer Smith at the free throw line. Shooting 2. First one is short, no good.
Ogallala's going to have to connect on these free throws here coming down the stretch in the fourth quarter if they're going to have a chance.
Smith's second free throw is good. 6 out of 8 at the free throw line in the ball game. He's got 8 points in the contest. Glock in the backcourt. We're going to get a foul call. That's going to be number 5 on Caleb Castillo. He picked up 3 in the third quarter alone, and he's just fouled out of the ball game. Trying to defend Marcus Glock in the backcourt. He will finish with 5 points.
Kind of a silly wrap-up there on that side of the court, if you ask me, Brian.
And now Glock's defended by Jaden Curtis. He's got 4 fouls, so Ogallala keeping the pressure on, but some risky personnel in the backcourt applying it. Three-pointer on the other end for the Warriors, no good by Kyler Elliott. Foul called on the offensive rebound try for Wahoo. It's going to be charged to Marcus Glock. His third personal. It's the team's second. Wahoo leads at 35-29. Warriors up 6. Minute 10 seconds gone by here in this fourth quarter. Bringing the ball across the timeline is Caden Rizak. Right side wing to Curtis. Up high to Smith. He'll shoot the three-pointer. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Warriors with the rebound. Elliott came out of there with it. He'll hurry it across the timeline and dumps it into the hands of Jace Kaminsky, and Kaminsky puts it up and in. Good attack there and a good pass by Elliott. Warriors now lead it by 8. Almost forced a turnover there. Smith will drive inside. Left-hand runner, no good. Simons with the rebound. Pass up ahead. It's Kaminsky again. Left-hand layup is good. Jace Kaminsky with back-to-back buckets. Suddenly it's a 10-point lead for Wahoo, 39-29. Ogallala trying to slow things down here on the offensive end. Curtis drives in against Glock. Now kicks it back out to Rizak. Rizak on the right wing. Now back to Curtis. Oh, might have got away with a walk. Shot was no good. Glock clears away the glass. Marcus up ahead. Kaminsky one more time. Right-hand shot. Good. Contact. No foul called. Jace with 3 consecutive layups. All of a sudden it's a 12-point lead for Wahoo. And Andy Gillen wants a timeout. 5 minutes and 36 seconds left to play in this one. Wahoo suddenly leads it 41-29. It's a full timeout. We're back in 60 seconds on on Saunders County Online.
Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com. Smart Freight Funding. I want to say thank you to Wahoo Excavating and Grading for being sponsors of DC West sports activities and the Booster Club. Wahoo Excavating and Grading, where they make dirt look good. And if you have dirt that needs to be improved, contact them at 402-699-2049.
And we're back, fourth quarter, 5:36 remaining here. Wahoo up 41-29. Ogallala Indians had to take a timeout there as Wahoo went on a 5-0 run, 6-0 run, 3 consecutive layups out of the hands of Jace Kaminsky. Out of nowhere, Kaminsky off the bench, making an impact here in the fourth quarter. It's a 12-point game. Ogallala will start things off, inbounding the ball here. Rizak inside. Sawyer Smith looking. He's pump faking. There's going to be a foul on the floor. That'll go against Dylan Simons of Wahoo.
Dylan Simons, third.
That is Simons' third personal foul. And Ogallala will be inbounding it underneath their own hoop. That's 3 team fouls for Wahoo here in the fourth quarter. And Sawyer Smith drives in, gets it to go.
Sawyer Smith.
2 more for Smith. That's 10 for him on the afternoon, leading Ogallala. Scores 41-31 now, Wahoo. And bringing it up the court, Elliott out top. Simons going to take it from the corner. Back out top, swings it over to Kaminsky. Kaminsky fighting the defense, finally gets rid of it. Back over to Elliott. Elliott drives in. He's going to be fouled. We'll see who the foul goes against, I believe. And it's going to go against Sawyer Smith, only his second personal foul, and that'll make 2 team fouls for Ogallala, I believe, here in the fourth.
Thank you, Tyler. Had some technical difficulties there. We're back, 41-31, 4:45 left to play here in the ball game. Wahoo with the 10-point lead, now looking to maybe salt away a little bit of this clock here. Marcus Glock with it up high for the Warriors. Down into the corner now, back out to Simons near midcourt. Simons, this is Kaminsky with it now in the right side corner. Been a nice spark plug the last couple of minutes. Kaminsky gets it inside. Elliott on the drive, had it poked away and stolen. Back the other way is Rizak. Up high to Smith. Smith spins inside, little turnaround runner. That's good. Sawyer Smith with his first basket since the first quarter. Sorry, his second basket since the first quarter. And on the attack the other way, shots up and good. That's Cody Hesser with the quick answer. A foul, and he's going to go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Sawyer Smith with back-to-back buckets, Tyler, for Ogallala, his first points on the in-game play since the first quarter. Hesser at the line to try to complete the three-point play, give his team an 11-point lead. It's good. Wahoo leads it 44-33 as we have now 4 minutes left to play in this fourth quarter. Smith on the right side wing. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. That's short, no good. Warriors with the rebound. Elliott has it. Got it quickly up ahead to Hesser. Now Simon. Simon's bounce pass is tipped and stolen away. Ogallala back on the attack. Three-pointer from the left side wing is long. No good by Ryland Gilmore. Rebound is going to be knocked out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Smith of Ogallala. It's Wahoo basketball.
Yeah, Ogallala really picking up the shot frequency here on the way down the court. You can see they've taken them real quick shots every time down here, about past 4 or 5 trips.
The full court man-to-man pressure forces a turnover on the inbound. Now the ball's loose on the floor. It's going to be kicked, and kicked by Ogallala. So nobody had possession of it, Tyler, but it looked like Sawyer Smith was laying on the ground and kicked it, and the officials saw that, and of course that's a violation. It's going to be Wahoo basketball. Kevin Sheaf wants a timeout to visit with his ball club. 3:31 left, 44-33 your score. Wahoo out in front by 11. We're back in 30 seconds. And Saunders County online.
Yeah, you missed a late.
Humble independently owned travel nurse and allied healthcare recruiting agency founded in 2010 with the goal to have more personal touch on the travelers they work for and the employees they hire to work with. Find more about them at onestaffmedical.com and thank them for being sponsors of DC West.
And we're back, 44-33 your score. Wahoo trying to work their way into the semifinals tomorrow. The winner of this game takes on Omaha Concordia at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning at the Pinnacle Bank Arena. 2 more games left to play here in Class C1. At 1:30, it's Ashland Greenwood, the number 2 seed, taking on Donovan Trumbull, the number 7. And then at 3:15, Auburn, the number 3 seed, taking on DC West. Falcons are the number 6 seed. We'll be back here for that one too. Warriors throwing it in against full court pressure. They get it in to Simons. His bounce pass almost got through the hands of Jace Kaminsky, but is able to secure it. Now Wahoo will run a little bit of clock. Up high with it is Hesser. To Simons over on the near side wing. Simons down into the corner, looking for some help as he picks up his dribble, lobs it to the backside. It's going to be taken away and then stolen right back. Good hands by the Warriors. Kaminsky attacks. Shot is up and good. Jace Kaminsky has 10 points, 8 of them coming here in this fourth quarter, really in indecisive moments as well. Smith on the drive is going to be fouled by Dylan Simons. That is his 4th. It's the team's 4th as well. Fouls on the floor with 2:54 left. It'll be a sideline inbound for Ogallala. 46-33 your score. Warriors lead it by 13. Ball thrown into Sawyer Smith. He's guarded by Marcus Glock this time. Smith to the left side elbow. Now skips it far side. That's Rezak with it. Driving down inside. Shot blocked. Blocked there by Kaminsky. Boy, he's put in some really big minutes here in this fourth quarter. Warriors still with it in the backcourt. Kaminsky will bring it across the timeline. Now up high to Simons. He bounces cross court to Hesser. Hesser to Glock with under 2.5 left. Hesser again with it here on the right side wing. He'll bring it out toward midcourt. Now he's in trouble, looking for some help. He might have traveled with it. But before he did, Kevin Sheaf called a timeout. Savvy move by the head coach of the Warriors as he saw that Cody Hesser was about to get called for step, so he got the timeout. It's a full timeout, 2:19 left in the fourth. Warriors up by 13. We're back in 30 seconds.
Street Omaha is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports Activities and the Booster Club. We want to say thank you for their support, and if you're looking for a good barbecue, It's Omaha's best barbecue. It's stupid good. You can order online or talk about catering by going to porkybuttsbbq.com. Porky Butts Barbecue.
And welcome back here. 2:19 left to play in the fourth quarter. Tyler, Wahoo had a double-digit lead in the third. Ogallala trimmed it down, and the Warriors have now expanded that back out. And they look very comfortable, ready to kind of salt this one away and head into tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say kind of the same thing here. You could see this last possession, Wahoo all of a sudden really throwing on the brakes, kind of playing keep away, not necessarily in half court, but around the perimeter. You can tell they're kind of getting in that, what do they call it in football? The prevent? No, where they're going to take the knee at the end.
Oh, the victory formation. There you go. That's a good way to put it. Absolutely. Warriors will throw it in. They get it in. Again, Ogallala being very aggressive with their pressure. Simons has it up high, guarded by Smith. Got rid of it. Now he's got it back over on the left wing. Simons now into the hands of Hesser. Wahoo really not attacking the basket at all here and trying to force Ogallala to foul. Now we get the whistle. That's going to be on Jack Rizak. It'll be his second. It's only the team's third, or the fourth, excuse me. So one more still needed to send Wahoo to the free throw line. Simons will bounce it in to Marcus Glock. That's the person that the Warriors want to have the basketball. If you're going to foul, Glock drives down inside, and a pass that he left for Hesser on the baseline, and he's going to be fouled before he could get a shot attempt off. It's not going to matter. It's going to be two free throws anyways. We're going to be in the bonus. The question is, who is the foul on? It's going to be whistled on Jaden Curtis, number 5. He has just fouled out of the ball game. It's a good game for Curtis. Tyler, their best three-point shooter. He's going to finish with 9 points. He made 3 threes, 2 of them in that really crucial part of that third quarter when Ogallala was working their way back. But his afternoon, or I guess morning into early afternoon, is now done. Cody Hesser at the line for Wahoo, shooting 2. The first one is no good. Cody's got 9 points here in the ball game, trying to get into double digits. He will not. Second free throw is also no good. Minute 55 left. Ogallala with the rebound. Wahoo leading it by 13. Three-pointer on the way is no good. Rebound for the Warriors. Hesser has it in the backcourt. Gets it to Kyler Elliott. Elliott across the timeline. Picks up his dribble. Now right side to Simon. Simons is going to be fouled. They're going to put him at the line. The foul will be called on Eden Kane, his third personal. Minute 39 left here in this ball game. Wahoo with win number 21, well within their grasp. Dylan Simons at the line for the first time in the game. Free throw is good. Dylan now with 8 points in the contest. He had 4 in the first half. He made a 3 in the third quarter, which, by the way, is the only three-pointer of the game for Wahoo. Second one is in and out and back in. Hit the rim a couple times. He got it to drop. 15-point lead for Wahoo, 48-33 your score. Sawyer Smith on the attack. Warriors let him go, gets all the way to the rim. Shot was no good. Simons has the rebound and had it stolen away, but a foul is going to be called at the same time. So Dylan's going to go back to the free throw line. Mario Bush is the Indian who picks up the foul. He picks up his second personal. And Dylan Simons back to the line, shooting 2 more. 1:26 left.
Ogallala doing a good job of making it a close game there, Brian, in the second half. Made some good adjustments there at halftime, obviously cutting it to all the way within 4 at one point, and Wahoo just able to kind of apply a little pressure on both ends of the court and slowly chip away and regain a sizable lead here.
17-point lead for Wahoo as Simons gets them both. Three-pointer is up and good by Caden Rizak. Second 3 of the ball game for him. Under a minute 15 left now as Glock attacks the rim on the other end for Wahoo. His shot is good, but it won't count. They're going to say he traveled as he was trying to step around Mario Bush. Would have been a pretty good finish there, but the walk came first. 14-point lead for Wahoo, minute 5 left. Ogallala into the front court. A deep three by Rizak. That one's off the rim. No good. Glock has the rebound. It's knocked away from behind. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It will be Wahoo basketball. 55 seconds left now. The Warriors just need to get the ball in and hang on to it. Hit the free throws if they're sent to the line. Ball's going to be thrown into Elliott. Quickly gets rid of it to Simon. Simon's across the timeline. He'll hand off to Marcus Glock. 50 seconds left. You can hear the chants by the Wahoo student section starting up behind us. Simon's on the dribble inside of the tip circle. Now it's Elliott with it. Back to Simons. The Wahoo fans across the way also starting to get to their feet. Tyler, 2 years in a row, Wahoo has come in as the #1 seed in Class C1, and they lost the opening round both games. That's not going to be the case here tonight, or this afternoon, excuse me. 10 seconds left. Marcus Glock holding the basketball. Wahoo's going to win a hard-fought game. Final score is going to be 50-36. The Warriors will move into tomorrow's semifinal, a 9 a.m. game where they will take on the #1 seed Omaha Concordia Mustangs.
Yeah, good job by the Wahoo Warriors. And, good job by really a whole new squad of Warriors. They were a #1 seed, as you said, last year going into the state tournament, and they lost 4 starters. Marcus Glock, the only returning starter from that, able to come in, win a first-round state playoff game. They're on to the semifinals now, so good job by the Wahoo Warriors to kind of reload this season, and now they're on their way. And you know as well as I do, Brian, tournament basketball is all about momentum and who's the hottest, not necessarily who has the most wins on the season.
Yep, that's exactly right. I think we're going to get an opportunity, Tyler, to visit with Coach Sheaf. He'll take his team into the locker room, and if he's allowed to come back out quickly, we'll do a very quick post-game interview with him. So stick around. We're going to send it back to commercials here for a couple of minutes and hopefully be back with a post-game interview with Coach Sheaf here on Saunders County Online.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo. At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo. At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health.
Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online. southaven-wahoo.com. South Haven Living Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online. southaven-wahoo.com.
We want to say thank you to the Hoops family and RDH Trucking for being sponsors of DC West Athletics, activities, and the Booster Club. DC West athletes and their families appreciate the support of the Hoops family and RDH Trucking.
Welcome back here to the Bob Devaney Sports Center as the players and fans are clearing out here in session number 1. Wahoo victorious over the #4 seed Ogallala Indians. Final score is 50-36. Marcus Glock led the way for Wahoo with 14 points. Did a lot of that damage from the free throw line, as you might imagine. 11 points for Dylan Simons. Jace Kaminsky had 10, so 3 players in double figures. 8 of those 10 from Kaminsky coming in the fourth quarter. Had 6 of them in that stretch where he was a layup machine, a run-out layup machine. Cody. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say for Jace Kaminsky, coming off the bench here in a state playoff game, getting in double digits and making a huge impact. Good work for Jace Kaminsky. You got to feel great about that coming off the bench.
Absolutely. Cody Hesser finished with 9. And then we have 3 players with 2 points each. Kyler Elliott had 2. Eli Shada finished with 2, and so did Barrett LaValle. Wahoo scored 23 in the first half. They scored 27 points after halftime. For Ogallala, 12 points for Sawyer Smith. Ended the game about 7 points under his season average, so kudos to the Warriors defense there. 9 points for Jaden Curtis, all of them coming from behind the arc. 6 points for Caden Rezak. Again, he did all of his damage from behind the three-point line as well. Another player who averaged almost 18 points, so Wahoo kept him 12 points under his season average. 5 points for Caleb Castillo, and Jack Rezak finished with 4. Ogallala scored 11 points in the first half thanks to that Wahoo lockdown defense. They scored 25 in the second half, 17 of those coming in that third quarter when they started warming up, Tyler, from the three-point arc and really made this a very, very interesting ball game in the middle toward the end of that third quarter. Remember, Wahoo led it comfortably by double digits, and all of a sudden it was, like you said earlier, down to 6 and down to 4, and it was a little bit of crunch time there, and Wahoo, to their credit, kept their composure. Played in some big games this year, so this really is no surprise, but kept their composure and gradually built that lead back up. Free throws, layups, they really didn't do anything from the outside at all. 1 3-pointer all game. But as is typical of a Wahoo Warrior team, they did all of the little things, or a lot of the little things right, to get their name in the winners column and move on to tomorrow.
Yeah, and if you go through the whole season of Wahoo, they're really not a big three-point shooting team. They've gone multiple games where they've had under 3 3-pointers for the entire game, and no different today. They're just tall, lanky, athletic guys, good around the basket. They dominate the boards and play airtight defense, as you said. And they showed it again here tonight, why they are who they are. And the Wahoo Warriors are a basketball dynasty.
So tomorrow, Tyler, they'll be back here at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Actually, not back here. They'll be across the way at the Pinnacle Bank Arena at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Well, they will take on Omaha Concordia, who really didn't have much trouble at all with the number 8 seed Malcolm Clippers. That was 72-36. Concordia got out to a very hot start in that ball game. They led 22-4 at the end of that first quarter. So the Warriors will have their hands full. It's going to be paramount, obviously, for their defense to come ready to play again tomorrow. But, Tyler, you've seen Omaha Concordia a couple of times. Now this is your first time seeing Wahoo in person. And maybe while we wait for Coach Sheaf, just a very quick preview, if you don't mind, of what the Warriors need to prepare for Concordia.
Yeah, of course. Omaha Concordia, I guess, first thing that you'll notice when you walk out and look at them is Quentin McCafferty, number 5, their center. He's listed as 6'10". He's a college commit to Northeastern Community College, I believe, in Norfolk. That first, when you walk in the gym, that's the first guy you're going to notice. For Wahoo, it'll be interesting. They don't have a true big guy like that, so it'll be interesting to see who they try and match up. Marcus Glock is a tall guy, but McCafferty is. And you saw him in the game earlier. He's a big guy, 6'10". I have no idea what he weighs.
He's probably close to 300, but he's not like really fat, right? I mean, he's a big, thick guy. You're exactly right. He's not 6'10" and 180 pounds, that's for sure.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how Wahoo deals with that. And Concordia is really good about stretching you pretty thin defensively because obviously they have a big presence there in the lane, and they're a very good three-point shooting team as well. So keep you spread pretty thin. You got to be pretty disciplined on defense and know where Concordia is going to try and go with the ball. But if there's any defense that could potentially stifle them, from what I saw today, Wahoo probably has what it takes.
Absolutely. I'm looking across the way, and Coach Sheaf is being interviewed by some television cameras, so that's the delay in getting him over here to us. Maybe, Tyler, we could take one more commercial break And if that's long enough for Coach Chief to finish his interviews and he can make it over here, great. And we certainly understand if his timing does not work out. But we'll give it one more try for our sponsors. And when we come back, we will either have Coach Kevin Chief or we'll wrap up this broadcast here on Saunders County Online.
Implications on your finances, quality of life, and community standing. Choosing the right law firm to represent your interests and your rights is of the utmost importance. The law offices of Brome, Lindell, Freeman County, and Gloucester traces its history of providing legal services to residents of eastern Nebraska back to 1893. So give us a call at 402-443-3225 or stop into our office in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today. The outcome of a legal
Dollar
case-
General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers. If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions
because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo. At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be.
And welcome back here one final time. We're going to let Coach Chief go be with his ball club here. That's certainly understandable. 50-36 is your final score. The Warriors pick up the win here in the first round. They'll move to the semifinals. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock from the Pinnacle Bank Arena. This afternoon, we do have one more Class C1 game covering an area team. DC West, the number 6 seed, will take on the number 3 seed and undefeated Auburn Bulldogs. That game is scheduled to start at 3:15, so we'll take a short break here this afternoon, then we'll be back with you. Thanks to Tyler, thanks to all of our sponsors for helping us out this ball game and all season long. That's going to do it for us. You've been listening to Warriors basketball here on Saunders County Online.
Lent season is here at the Wahoo DQ. We have a wild Alaskan fish sandwich. Get it in a meal with fries and a drink. We have a popcorn shrimp basket, which includes fries and a cocktail sauce. And finish your meal with a cool treat. Sundays, blizzards, malts, and shakes are everyone's favorites. Stop in or order yours ahead using the DQ app, and we'll have it ready when you arrive. The Wahoo DQ, located at 1122 North Chestnut in Wahoo. Lent season is here at the Wahoo DQ. We have a wild Alaskan fish sandwich. Get it in a meal with fries and a drink. We have a popcorn shrimp basket, which includes fries and a cocktail sauce. And finish your meal with a cool treat. Sundays, blizzards, malts, and shakes are everyone's favorites. Stop in or order yours ahead using the DQ app, and we'll have it ready when you arrive. The Wahoo DQ, located at 1122 North Chestnut in Wahoo. Lent season is here at the Wahoo DQ. We have a wild Alaskan fish sandwich. Get it in a meal with fries and a drink. We have a popcorn